Welcome back to Instabills, everyone. Again, going over our intraday and swing trade perspective. I wanted to recap on the weekly chart. As you guys can see, jumping above our 20 weekly moving average last week, we did mention, and then now jumping above our 50 weekly moving average here, showing us possible bullish momentum as we do have our increase in buy pressure here on the MACD, and now getting higher highs here on our EMA lines. Will we continue on higher here? I'm going to go over exactly what will give us confirmation on this possible swing to the upside, and if we do have a bearish case scenario, how exactly that would look. Hit the like button if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you are a day trader, if you're looking for very volatile breakouts, we mentioned any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day in the Instabills room. We also mentioned any pre-market news that you need to be watching 2.5 hours before market open. Go to instabills.com in the description below, and only for $15 a month, you will never miss a breakout like today again. Let's jump right into this one. So jumping into the SPY with you guys here again, recapping on the weekly chart before we jump into the daily chart and the 4-hour chart. As you guys can see, again, jumping above our 20 weekly moving average last week, and now continuing on higher above our 50 weekly moving average here, possibly showing us that shift in bearish momentum into bullish momentum as we do have our increase in buy pressure here, looking for confirmation to possibly continue on higher. In my opinion, what will give us more confirmation here is our EMA lines on our weekly chart continuing on above the median of our MACD. That will be that bullish case scenario, and also we are looking on the daily chart for that possible bullish candle structure to show us that confirmation here as we are testing our upper channel that we have been getting multiple rejections from. We also did have a false break here as we did have CPI, and following CPI, as you guys can see, not getting that unemployment as high as Powell did need for that possible strength in the market, and now retesting our upper channel looking for that possible bullish case scenario here as unemployment again did show weaker signals after our spike that we had here again last Friday, showing us that spike here. And looking at our strength here, as you guys can see, our EMA lines are crossing above the median of our MACD on our daily chart. Our increases in buy pressure have been continuing. We are just simply looking to see if we will continue to increase in buy pressure. We are looking for, again, our weekly chart to confirm that we're going to have that possible continuation momentum here. Again, our EMA lines crossing above the median of MACD is extremely key here. As you guys can see, prior, we did have our EMA lines crossing above the median of MACD, and exactly at that point was a huge turning point here in the market, breaking out, continuing on higher. Again, this was out of the 2020 pandemic. This is exactly what happened. So now we are looking for that possible scenario here that would possibly give us that continuation on increases in buy pressure. Again, if we're going to confirm that we're increasing in strength overall, we want that increase in buy pressure here. We do not want a continuation on decreases in buy pressure, which will be, in my opinion, a possible long drawn out possible bearish case scenario that comes again, and then possibly a bullish case scenario that comes from there. So again, that is going to be that continuation on bullish momentum if we do continue on above the median of MACD. But again, for now, this week, what we're looking for is our EMA lines jumping above the median of MACD here to show us that we're going to have that continuation on our weekly chart. And again, that will be swings, very much taking advantage of that bullish momentum. But again, making sure we get that bullish candle structure on our daily chart will be extremely key. And our largest indicator that we have been tracking is the DXY. Again, showing weakness on the dollar will give us strength in the market. As you guys can see, again, we did mention over the weekend that we got a rejection on our 50-day moving average here on the dollar, showing us that continuation momentum possibility on the SPY, and we did continue on lower after that rejection. We also did mention again last week that our EMA lines crossing lower here would show us that bullish momentum, and that's exactly what we've been getting, is that short-term bullish momentum. Making sure that our EMA lines do continue to stay lower here will be very key for that possible continuation. If our EMA lines happen to cross higher, possibly look for that possible continuation on bullish momentum here from our EMA lines crossing that we mentioned here on that bullish case scenario. Again, showing weakness on the SPY because of that bullish momentum, making sure that we are careful, again, with our EMA lines on the dollar, going to stay key. But again, that bullish candle structure, very key going into this week. We'll see if we do get a spike, if we get possible engulfing candles to the downside, a possible continuation on another rejection like we had prior, or if we will possibly get that bullish case scenario, continue on higher here as our EMA lines on the weekly chart are showing us that possible bullish case scenario. So again, we will continue to look for confirmation here. Very nice spikes that we had above our 50-day moving average this week. But again, looking for that bullish case scenario will be very key this week. Now, as far as the intraday, if we're looking to see if we will possibly get a short-term rejection, possibly people may be thinking that we may have a short-term pullback on our 4-hour chart on the upper end of our channel here and possibly retest our 20 and possibly look for that continuation on respecting our 20 from here. that would be, again, looking for our EMA lines. They're very close to possibly crossing lower here on the 4-hour chart. If they do cross lower here, we will have that intraday momentum to the downside, and looking to see if we get that continuation on bullish momentum intraday will be exactly what we're looking for if we do happen to have that pullback. But however, as far as those levels that we're looking for to the upside, what exactly would our target be here? As you guys can see prior, we have a major rejection. Again, we will be looking to see if we fill this gap down that we had prior, and also this is going to be our next resistance coming up here exactly at 408 if we do continue on past 400. And if we continue on past 400, our next level that we would be looking for rejection from is here at 428, and that is right before our smaller resistance coming up here at 416. So again, 408, 416, 428, these are the next levels that we're looking at here. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader, if you're looking for very volatile breakouts within the same day that we mentioned every single day in the Instabills room, also 2.5 hours before market open, getting this pre-market news, extremely important in my opinion. There's a reason why we run this service, is exactly to make sure you guys get very quality news before market open every single day. Go to instabills.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today. Again, and all of you Instabills, again, I appreciate you guys. We're going to continue to go out. I'm going to go over the market tomorrow and exactly what we should expect going into Tuesday. And again, the markets will be closed on Monday for Martin Luther King Day. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.